and welcome to Art Talk. My name is Vonda Parker, and I am your host. And I am joined today with Maria. Maria is the director for the Leesburg Center for the Arts. Yeah, I got it right. I didn't say your last name, Maria, because I just did not want to mispronounce that. So tell everyone your complete name.
Maria Stefanovich.
Yes. See, I would have messed that up totally.
It's okay. It's all right. You wouldn't be the first one.
Okay, got it. But I know you. You know me.
Yes.
We're here.
Yep.
We're going to talk art.
Yep.
We're going to have fun talking about all the fun and festivities that's getting ready to take place. But first, I want to start with you, Maria. I want you to tell me a little about yourself and how long you've been here in Leesburg and Lake County, and tell me about all the great things that's happening here at the Art Center.
I can do that.
Okay, I know you can.
So let's start with, I'm a Leesburgian. Went to Leesburg High School, graduated in '96. Grew up on Sunnyside, so I'm a local girl.
Okay.
Left and then came back, and when I came back, the opportunity came to take over the Leesburg Center for the Arts. Amy Painter, our past executive director, retired, and she was just ready, and so the time came, and here I am. So I've been at the Leesburg Center for the Arts now for going on 2 years, and one of our biggest goals was to expand our programming and reflect not only all of the arts, but have a really good representation from our community. So we've expanded. We host pretty much a art exhibit every month. As you can see, here it is. This month is Found It, and it's with 4 different artists, and they're from all over Central Florida. Then we host a lot of things. I mean, whatever you can think of, we're doing. We host a weekly coffee and convo, and that is, it starts at noon, and it goes to 1:30, and always the conversation is something about the arts. And that is hosted and put on by our program coordinator, Patricia Gilmore. And that's kind of where we got the idea for this.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, we do a lot. So whatever you can think of when it comes to art is what we're tying into our programming.
Well, I have to say this to you, Maria. You're really taking art to a total different level. Because you're not just tapping into like the artists that can do this beautiful painting or this sculpture. You're doing a lot in the community for the youth.
Yes.
That's here in the community, and that's what draws my attention to a lot that you're doing. I mean, is you're like so broad in what's happening here in this art center, and I just want to applaud you and your team here, because I know it takes a team.
Yes.
To pull all of this off. You're awesome, but I know you can't do it by yourself. And so I just want to applaud you in everything that you're doing, and talk about the programs that you have for the youth in the community.
Well, we've got our mobile art studio, which is run by Wanda Keegan.
Okay.
Our mobile art studio goes into the community and brings what we do here in the art center out to the kids, because some of them can't get here. So the whole point of this was to be able to let them, or give them the opportunities that they could create and have art classes, right? Mm-hmm. And so we bring it to them. We go out to the Leesburg Resource Center, the Leesburg Recreation Department, the Lake Square Mall, Lake Montessori School. Wherever we can, we're there. So Juneteenth, every year we go out to Juneteenth, which is in Berry Park. We also been out to Johnson's Park, Rogers Park, which is now the Kids Corner. I always forget. That's old school. Yeah. So we try our hardest to be able to do that. Currently, we're working with a local violinist who has his own version of a mobile art studio, but it's for violin.
Okay.
And he brings all these different size violins, and it's literally the opportunity for the kids to get to know how to use the violin and tap into the possibility, the opportunity of learning how to play. And so that's really it. For us, it's about giving kids the opportunity to really tap into themselves as a creative and understand their own creative process. And then that way they can always rely on that, to think outside the box, to when they get older and need to have their critical thinking skills, that they have those they have the tools to do that.
Maria, I'm loving that. And I'm going to tell you, you know, youth is my passion. And I think that we need more of Maria's. We need more programs that's happening in this area, because what a lot of people don't understand about the art, the different components of the art world, every child have a gift within themselves. And when you tap into that, it is marvelous. Yes. You will be so amazed, and I know you see it all the time. And the things, different things that we do in the community, we see it all the time. And you can see a kid dancing, or you can see a child singing, or you see someone doing just sketching out something. You know, it's just those talents and those gifts in that child. You're tapping into those things, and I just want to commend you and your whole team here for doing that. So let's talk about the art festival. Girl, I'm so excited about March the 9th.
Hold on, I gotta get past.
Okay. Let me help you, Maria. Bam, bam, bam. So let's talk about the art festival.
Let's talk about the art festival.
Let's talk.
All right.
Okay, so it's March the 9th and March the 10th.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So talk to us. Tell us what's happening.
Well, we're celebrating 42 years.
Okay.
And so the last, I would say, 10 years, it's always been the second weekend of March. So we stayed with that tradition. The hours are 10 to 4. We have widened the footprint of the art festival this year and invited a lot of our community partners and art organizations to come in and be a part of the art festival this year. So downtown Main Street, we're gonna have 92 artists set up, and I'm working on that layout now, so it's a little overwhelming. We're experiencing some crazy growth, which is amazing. Then it'll cap off on the east end of the Main Street with the Literary Arts Festival, and that is organized by the Leesburg Public Library. This is gonna be their 6th year. Okay. And they're hosting 15 local authors, so you get to come down there and check out the books and meet them. And then we've got Art Soul.
Yes.
That's going to be at the live stream parking lot.
That a little later.
I know,
yeah,
but I got to give a teaser.
I know, we're going to talk about that.
If you don't know where the live stream parking lot is, it's right there on the other side of that wall. Okay. Then we have Little Big Print, which is hosted by Harper Printmaking Studio. The printmaking studio is based out of Eustis, and the lead artist on this is Jennifer Harper. And that's going to be awesome because we have 10 individual artists that have signed up, and it's a 6-week course, and we're all carving these massive, like 2 foot by 2 foot plates. And then the day of Art Festival on Saturday, we're going to actually print on canvas. We're going to print on paper. But we're using a steamroller to do it. Yeah, 1,000-pound steamroller. So that's going to be epic. I'm so excited.
This is new, right?
This is new.
That is so awesome.
I'm excited because I've been working on my piece.
Excited. I can tell you're excited too. You want to jump out of the chair, Maria.
I've been working on my piece, and I'm lagging behind, but it's going to be beautiful. And that is going to be on Saturday only from 10 to 1, so you get to watch that happen. That's art in action. Okay. So we have a lot going on. The Art Olympics, which is Lake County high schools. We've got 5 high schools that are competing against each other for the first ever Art Olympics, and this is a dream child from Melissa Padilla, who is the 3D art instructor out of Leesburg High School. This is the first year, and so they're super excited. They're going to have 5 high schools competing, 8 students on each team, and it'll be on the back parking lot here. So if you know where Chicago Fire Brewery and Tap House is, and then where the Leesburg Center for the Arts and the partnership are, behind that is a parking lot, and they're going to be in that parking lot.
That is so awesome. You know, I'm going to tell you, this thing really has expanded. We relocated here to Leesburg in 2006. So we were first introduced with Amy, the art festival here. And at that time, it was like Main Street, you know. But what you're telling me now, that it's not just Main Street, it's like all over the city here. That's awesome.
Downtown is more than just Main Street.
Okay, all right.
So we have to show our love to the side streets and incorporate our historic district, and that's 9 blocks all the way around. So I want to really highlight the core of Leesburg, and that it's more than just the Main Street.
Let me tell you, and I may mention that when we relocated here in 2006, I actually fell in love with this area, with Leesburg. And, you know, if there are listeners out there or viewers and they have never been to downtown Leesburg, they really need to take that step and just come to Leesburg.
It's grown a lot.
Yeah. And then with all of the events, like such as the 42nd Annual Leesburg Art Festival, I am just so excited about that. So let me ask you this, Maria. So just when we came in this morning, you were in the back. Like, people don't know what you go through, like behind the scenes stuff when you're planning and coordinating something. But, you know, we walked into you with like just paper spread out, very organized, and just layouts of different things.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But listen, Maria, hold on, I'm not finished yet. Hold on for a second. I got to tell the story. Let me tell the story. So basically, we came in and you had, you know, everything neatly laid out, and it was like, hey, Maria, what's up? You know, you were just like, oh, I'm just looking at the layout here, and, you know, just trying to, I said, with the vendors? And you were like, yeah, just trying to make sure that the layout is planned. You know, how is that process for you? With like all these vendors coming in and just trying to make sure that you're doing just the right thing, and how is it working? Because I'm telling you, I know it's...
You know, it's...
And you still have all your hair.
I got a lot of gray hair going on.
Yeah.
But it's a little overwhelming, but I'm excited because of the growth. So it's making sure that everyone is visible to the public that's going to be down here walking around. Make sure that everyone's got in the best place possible. And that's kind of the hardest thing, is especially when we're carving out new booth spaces. And this is the first time we're going down the side streets, to make sure that all of our artists and all of our vendors have that visibility. And you know that it's a little it's a little much, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. It's gonna be fabulous, and I'm excited about that. I mean, we're doing another different thing that which we've kind of completely went off the map on, is instead of having a town square stage, we've created a concert crawl. And so we have musicians coming from all over Central Florida that we're pairing with different venues. And the whole idea is that every hour on the hour, there's going to be a different musician at a different location. So it it helps people to it helps with the flow, and helps people walk down the festival and see everything that's going on, and really be engrossed in the entirety of the festival.
That is awesome. So you said something earlier, then I said we're going to talk about it later. You know, Art Soul. Okay, so we know that Art Soul is not, making sure I'm using the right terminology here, is not an organized event with the Center for the Arts for the Art Festival, but you've made it a part of the Art Festival.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to have one of the visionaries and the host for the Art Soul join us.
Awesome. You're going to love it. It's going to be fantastic. You don't want to miss the Art Soul.